Everybody knows that technology is moving quickly and changing our world at an ever-accelerating pace, but our education system is not.
Learning to learn is probably the most important skill. You need new skills to be successful in school, work, and in life. And so creating a curriculum where students develop a love of
Everybody knows that technology is moving quickly and changing our world at an ever-accelerating pace, but our education system is not.
Learning to learn is probably the most important skill. You need new skills to be successful in school, work, and in life. And so creating a curriculum where students develop a love of learning is number one.
Everybody knows that technology is moving quickly and changing our world at an ever-accelerating pace, but our education system is not.
Learning to learn is probably the most important skill. You need new skills to be successful in school, work, and in life. And so creating a curriculum where students develop a love of learning is number one.
We need to rethink the education system to produce not just students who do rote memorization and answer multiple choice questions, but critical thinkers, problem solvers, students who have creativity, collaboration, and digital skills.
We see right now that around us, the competencies of the children in many countries are declining. What do we need to change? Really put the money in the first years. Research shows us that by the age of 2, already the ground is laid.
Our education system needs to prepare students for a world that is surrounded by technology. Every student should learn computer science because no matter what field you want to go into, there's not a single area you can think of that is not being impacted in some fashion.
We have large amounts of data at our fingertips. So you need to understand how you take data and create views with it to make good decisions. Forecasting, outcomes, it may be finance, it may be projections. There are all kinds of different ways we would be applying large data sets to solving problems. So data analysis is really now a basic skill. Then there are AI skills that you need to start to understand.
AI is not just a technology, it's not something I choose to use or not to use. It will be in every part of our daily life, it will be in every company's life, so we need to be ready to understand it and use it. And to understand AI so far is not part of our formal training we get.
There's now many examples of research that show students learning the same thing with AI and learning it better than learning it without AI. The solution isn't just let the kid do all of their work with AI and just hand in, here's what AI said. You need actually a well-thought-out curriculum, a well-thought-out approach where students try their hand at something without AI and then try it with AI and critique what the AI did and learn from the mistakes of the AI. The beauty of AI is that it can also help teachers create individualized education programs for students. They're doing some of the most important work of raising our children, and they simply don't have enough hours in the day for all the things that the education system expects of them. But with additional training, AI can actually help with that. Reskilling is critical because most of today's workers are not familiar with these things. But when I think about reskilling, what I think about is the 1.5 billion students in our primary and secondary education system. Why don't we give them the important skills while they're in that system today?
Last year, we did a global survey that said 50% of students don't think a career in tech is for them and don't know where to start learning even if they're interested. So at IBM, we have made our Skills Build program available to high school students and college students and adult learners. It's free learning paired with digital credentials. Not everyone has the opportunity to go to formal schooling who is talented and capable and interested. And so we've really looked at skilling and tried to take that forward.
Education and lifelong learning is at the core of the prosperity of countries. We can see from research that 2/3 of the growth difference between countries comes from how skilled is their labor force. So reskilling is actually something that is needed today more than ever. And we can only do that together because only in the companies is the knowledge actually where we need special training.
When it comes to reskilling, there's an important need for collaboration for employers to provide not only funds, but apprenticeships, internships, employment pathways, learning pathways for adults to basically develop the important skills. But education ultimately is the job of the government, and it's important for businesses to weigh much more heavily on governments on the need for education to evolve for the skills, not just the future, but the skills of today.